Peter, who is it that said that you could tell that sort of the health of a town if it had a craft brewery?
No, there's Jim Fallows.
Jim
right.
Fallows, yeah.
Love Jim Fallows.
And you know, I study this in part too. We write a little bit here in this book, and I have a separate book called Free to Make that I came out last fall. But you know, in the 70s, if you're growing up then, you know, all the local breweries went out of business,
right,
because of national distributors like you know Budweiser and Miller and things. That there was going to be only a couple of them,
right?
You know, but early in the 20th century, there were thousands around the country. Well, that's actually reversed, right?
Yeah.
And so people, you know, they first of all decided, in some ways, it came out of a DIY culture that I'm going to make my beer because that national beer just, you know, I don't like it. And then people said, you know, that's pretty good. If you make it, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
And then they set up restaurants or places where you consume the beer.
Right.
You didn't have to distribute it around the country. Right. And so you kind of visit almost any American city, and they have a flourishing craft brewery. So the question I have, and I think some of the viewers here might think about it and send me their answers, but what besides food and beverage, you know, would it make economic sense to make locally? You know, could we bring back a local furniture business, right? And because of the machinery and the tools, rather than sending a few things around. And there are examples of this that, you know, there's a company out of London called Open Desk, which it works with designers to put up designs for furniture, and then helps you find a local person that has the right equipment and experience to make it in your backyard. So instead of sending you the furniture, they connect you with someone who's going to make that for you. Yeah.
I think we did the same thing happened with industrial manufacture, like this Henry Ford thing.
Right.
He discovered the economy of scale of this mass production really made it viable, but it was soul sucking for the people who ended up working there, and eventually we're losing it.
Yeah.
I love the idea of, and maybe that's really what the maker movement will look back and say, look what the maker movement enabled. It began this small scale manufacture,
and so it's the power of networks and the ability to distribute digital files anywhere and reproduce them.
I love that idea.